Good morning everyone and welcome back. It was a little bit foggy this morning, there's still a little bit around, but big yellow's up and it is going to get hot. I've just finished milking, so I'm going to go down and pick up the boss. Here she is, all set to go. Oh, you got your boots on backwards, bro. It doesn't matter, eh? It's a little bit of gardening yesterday with a chainsaw and cut these couple of trees down. Just opened it up big time through there. So good, I want to chop these ones down now. Where do you stop? Yep, that's it, click it in. Push. Push, push, push. Right, good to go?
Yeah.
Ready, do a big jump, big jump, big jump. Yeah, big jump. Oh! There we go. Walk over to this one now. Whoa! But the training period for these girls and their halter collars is over now. They are respecting all the brakes pretty good. I haven't had many troubles at all, to be honest. It's a bit hard to tell, like I've said many times, because there's not a lot of grass around to see the virtual line. But it was so good for today because I've wound this fence up that was around these bales here. And what I've done is I've actually just put the virtual fence out here a little bit so they can't get in the tyres there, they can't get in the bales. And when I was actually loading the bales up right here, the cows weren't encroaching on it. So it worked pretty well, pretty amazing really. It was real handy because under here there's like lime chip, you can sort of see the lime chip base there. And I think under that there's big stones or big rock. Because this area through here was used as like a silage pad. A while back, we haven't, well I did, I guess I put a silage, a bun through here last year, but when Buck had it, I'm pretty sure he used this for where he kept all his supplement before he had the pit over at the other shed. And if I wanted to put a fence up around here, it was pretty hard. I had to get the pickaxe and break through the rock before I could get standards in. I did whack a couple of waratahs through that I have used, but it's just so handy just being able to whack something up where you want it. Flipping unreal. This plastic all goes in the recycling bin. I've got a bag over there which I pulled out yesterday and started a new one. Should we go up on the tractor? Are you done up there? Do a big jump.
Really cold on here.
Really cold. Is it ready? Do a big jump.
Yeah.
Do a big ass jump. I'll get you. Come on, ready? Whoa! Nice jump.
You're all wet.
Am I all wet? Oh. I also picked a couple of these bigger tyres out. And I throw them in there like that. And it just helps compress them a little bit, take a bit of the air out. I might chuck that other one in too. Let's drop Taylor off, had a little bit of breakfast. Cows are still out of here, which is good. But I am running out of bales. I don't actually have too many left. I've really only got enough for a couple of weeks. However, I have sourced some more. I was saying to Dad probably about a week ago, we're gonna have to buy another unit load at some point. And then I seen my neighbours over there had a big stack of them like right outside their house. So I texted her yesterday and I said, oh well, what are you doing with them? Do you have any for sale? And she said, yep, no, we haven't sold any of them. So there's probably 80 over there. So I said, we'll just take the whole lot, which makes it real easy because I don't have to pay for transport. I don't have to unload them and then stack them up again. I can just go down and get them when I need them. So how easy is that? It's still pretty brown out here and not much is growing. It has got like a slight green tinge still, but we are desperately needing rain. We did have 15 mils a couple of weeks ago and then it blew like stink the next day. So that would have all just got sucked out. And then a couple of nights ago we had 8 mils in like a thunder shower, but it's just not enough at the moment. And these days are getting so hot that evapotranspiration would be, oh, I don't know how many mils would be a day. It might be 3 to 4. So you need a lot to top that up, but summer, so hopefully we'll get some in February at some stage. The maize is still doing fairly well though, although it is a wee way off. We'll go and check on a cob. That little bit of rain probably really helped the maize out more than anything. These cobs have still got a long way to go though. They need filling out big time. As you can see, the cobs aren't very big at all. As you can see, not that big. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. That's actually pretty good, 18 round. I'm pretty happy with that. It is just that they're probably a little bit on the smaller side. These cobs aren't that big this year, but I don't think they're going to size up too much now. Time will tell. Have to get Maddie back out here. That's better. That's a better cob there. So is that. It's on the better side, but it's just because they've got more sunlight and space through here. You tend to get these bigger cobs. If we go through here, here is my sweet corn patch. That is a maize plant though. There's the odd one through here which must have been in the planter when we tipped the seed in. But on a whole they're actually looking pretty good. There's a nice cob. We have been picking quite a bit and selling a few. The kids made a stall on the side of the road in the weekend and sold, oh, probably 70 or 80 cobs, which is quite good. More fun than anything for them. There's another one. The plants along the hedge here look a little bit average. You can see they're browning off quite bad. Whereas if you come across here, you can see how green they look now. So it must just be the hedge, maybe taking a bit of their nutrients or whatever. These are, that's a small cob too. That one's ready to go. Not the biggest cobs around, but they sure are nice. Yeah, these ones are well ready. They're even starting to dimple, so they're drying out too much. I have had a little bit of a problem. You can see here it's been nailed, this patch. Something's been into that one. See, they've got into that one. There again. That one. I'm not 100% sure. It's either rats or I was thinking it might be poo geckos, but it might be a combination of both, to be fair. Pretty much need to come and pick all these cobs on this, or these couple of rows here, close to the hedge. That hedge must definitely be taking some nutrients, because look, these cobs are tiny along there. Never really filled out. That one's not too bad, like you could eat it. But compare it to something over here like that, a bit of a comparison. That's a better one. That's actually a really good one. I need to come and pick probably about 40 or 50 plants. Holly's got a few people at her work that want some, and there's a few teachers at Willie's school that want some also. There should be more than enough here for them. Only selling them for 50 cents a cob, so pretty good deal, because I think at the supermarket they're 80, so a little bit less than there. Nothing wrong with it though. Might be small, but yum. That is incredibly sweet. That is incredibly sweet. I quite like them raw like this. They're like on the crunchy side. Usually you cook them, but they're perfectly fine just like this. Amazing. So I can say that the sweet corn this year was a great success. Probably going to do that same thing next year, but maybe it would be annoying, but maybe I should put it over, like plant a row of maize next to the hedge and then plant it over one, just to sort of maybe stop the pooks a bit and also get a better outside row. I don't know, things to think about. Although when I put 2,000 plants in and you get 1,500 plants that probably lived, and some of them got 2 on them, doesn't matter if you get a few that fall over. It is really starting to warm up now. There's a few clouds around. Not much wind though, so it's very, very muggy. I did give Maddie a ring because him and Lee actually came and had a look at the maize. I think it was about 2 weeks ago. And he said that this is what the cobs should look like. They will fill out more. He did give it like a more scientific name, but I can't remember what it was. And it should be ready about bang on the maturity length of it. So maybe a fraction short, but it should go the whole way. I've come up to the top triangle paddock just to have a look at this stuff, and it's roughly about the same as that other. And it's grown 2 cobs. So it's got a top one there and then that bottom one, but it'll put most of it into the good one. Looking pretty good though. It's tall, very, very tall crop, which is exactly what I want to see. It should be ready about the first week of March, I think it is, which I'm actually away. I've got a boys trip, my annual boys trip with some mates down to Stewart Island we're going to this year, so that'll be a bit of fun. So it's going to have to come off either before that, which will be the end of February, or maybe after when I get back, which will be sort of around the 7th of March, I think it is. So it might just have to be a little bit later. See how it goes. I had a mechanic here today giving this tractor a bit of a love up. This hub over here was leaking and I need some parts for this because that is out of order or action at the moment. They're actually really hard to source parts for this Landini, but there is some. They're on their way, but they won't be here next week because it is a public holiday for Thursday, which stuffs everything up. So that is really unfortunate because this tractor is so handy for loading up the maize and PK and just doing general loader work. Talking about loader work though, I have been chipping away down here at the side of this pit, and I've leveled it up. I think it actually looks pretty good now. It might need a little bit more fill along here. See, it's sort of sinking a bit. I did go up to the top there, but it should be sweet as to be able to roll off it now. So the tractor, when we're putting maize in here, should be able to drive off the edge and just, yeah, help with them stacking. The digger should be coming soon, so I'm also going to get him to do the back here, level the back up. I had Bills call in the other day because I wanted to ask him about doing along the edge here. Oh look, that concrete's actually moving. It looks like it's getting pushed out a little bit. So what I'm thinking I'm gonna do is that while it's here, I'm gonna rip this fence out along the bottom here, and I'm gonna get a heap of dirt and I'm gonna fill it up, or come up to the side here, do the whole lot. Then we'll be able to roll off the edge here as well and stop stuff like that happening. Yeah, and down there a little bit, it's sort of buckling a little bit too. Really want that pushing out. It's going to take a lot of fill to bring it up to, or to get a height off here, but it doesn't need to be much. But if there's 3 tractors carting dirt, it's actually drain cleanings from a while back. There's heaps of them around here, so we're going to dig them out and put them on the trailers, bring them around. We need to top up the base for that new calf shed over there. And I thought, well, while he's here, let's just do that and do it properly as well. Because Bill's reckoned that instead of getting like as high as it is now, because it's not very high, this pit, we should be able to get at least another metre or 2 on it and bring the sort of top up to about here. And by doing that, I should be able to get another, I reckon at least another 50 tonne in this pit if we square the sides up, which would be absolutely massive. Like the Keenan lives in that shed there. It's just way easier to fill it up if most of the maize was here rather than having 2 stacks over there. But that's the plan anyway. This is just all drain cleanings as well. Look at that. Actually found one of these the other day. Hopefully someone watching might be able to tell me what this is. I'm guessing it was an old like inoculant bottle. There would have been liquid in there with a plunger. I found another one which had a rubber plunger in it, so that would have got loaded into a gun with a needle on it, and that stuff in there would have been injected for the cows. I think, let me know if you know what these are. Surely there's somebody out there that must have seen these. I'm guessing they'll be fairly old, but I quite like finding stuff like this. I think it's a little bit interesting. There's the other one there. So it's got that rubber plunger, and there's actually liquid in there. I'm guessing it's just water. Yeah, 2 of them now. I actually spotted this the other day as well. There is a date here, and I think this is also quite cool, but it says 24 the 12th, so that's Christmas Eve 1941. I'd never spotted that before, but that shed there was actually the old, I think it was like the generator shed or the electricity shed for the old Patarangi creamery that was down the road. And I know that Ian, who bought this farm with Dad's first cousin, that was about 50s, so it must have been operational then, so somebody at the factory must have written that on the wall, which is quite cool. Also bought a bit of wood because I am putting up a retaining wall at my house. There's the post there for it. Doug's coming to knock them in soon, I think. However, that will pretty much wrap this video up. I am a little bit busy tomorrow. We do have our 3rd herd test for the season, 3 out of 4. And then we are also pregnancy scanning, so that'll be interesting. I haven't got the greatest gut feel about this year. I don't think it's gone particularly well, just with the cows that are coming on heat at the moment. But tomorrow will give me the results, so at least I'll know. However, that will do it. Thanks for watching, guys. A little bit of a shorter one. See you next time.